I joined MESA last year for sixth grade.
I joined in sixth grade, and I'm in ninth grade now, and I've participated in 3 years at MESA.
So online the first time I was worried that it was going to be like a bunch of different links and like there was going to be really bad Wi-Fi, but there weren't that many links. Everything was just kind of like organized and there were no troubles with anything like Wi-Fi or not being able to connect. I didn't know what would be in it, but then it was really fun to just open it and see all of the stuff that was inside.
Um, so I was very excited just because I love receiving mail and things like that, and I was double excited because there was candy in there, so I was like, woo woo. And it was just nice because it helped it feel more real and just solid because when it's virtual, you're kind of like, well, I could just not show up again and what would it matter? But it just kind of reminded me that someone there cared.
I definitely feel supported. My MESA teacher, her name is Miss Waxman, and she's really nice and fun. And I met her over the summer, and yeah, she's just really great, and she's a good teacher. She's always there if we ever need a question, and she'll help us out as much as we need to if we have a question, if we're struggling with something, and she'll also give us ideas to make whatever we're working on better. And
Just having Mr. Fields, like, I think the advisor is sort of the anchor for the group. And so the fact that he was there putting in effort and extra effort to do important things for us really meant a lot. And so when you have that commitment to people, it's kind of important for you to show up as well. Well, we got split up into smaller groups, like I think maybe like 3 teams, and we were put in a group with some professional, and we would do our pitch, they would judge it, and then everyone else who was watching, like we would watch the other groups go, we would give feedback in the chat. And I actually really liked that setup because in person demo day, it's like you just go behind stage, do it just for the judges, but I think that's an important part of feedback to get it from people who maybe are your peers. And I really enjoyed that because usually I don't really know what the other people's projects are at the end of the year. But everyone was so supportive, and it still had like the heart of demo day getting feedback, but in a new way that I think worked a lot better virtually. And I just always appreciated Mace's mix of like personal projects that you work on and then learning about other people's projects and kind of what's going on in the engineering and design communities.
just getting feedback on the thing, our invention, how it took a while, and just getting like a bunch of good feedback was really fun and nice to hear. For Mesa Day, going around and seeing all of the other inventions that people from the different teams made was really interesting. Going to present with all of the other states that are doing MESA and schools. I thought that was just really fun to go around on Gather Town and look at all of the stuff that other people did and interact with other people, even if it was just online.
So ours was the task counter, and it was actually for my grandma, just because we thought, seniors were kind of left out of a lot of technology conversations. And so it was just like a to-do list, but it helped her count how many tasks she had left to do and gave her reminders to do them. I also think like transportation, and because the project we had to switch it around, so it'd be like, okay, so I'm gonna drop it on your porch, but we all lived on different sides because that actually isn't my local high school that I participated at. I go to Franklin now, but I was participating at McDaniel. So that was a big issue because, my parents can't always take me places. So it was just sort of all the aspects that you kind of take for granted were just heightened, and you kind of realized how important they are. When you're in person, and you have friends there, it's very easy to just go, oh, I'll go with them and I'll go with the people I'm comfortable with. But I ended up working with a really great team of people who are very bright and very talented, So it was really interesting to meet them. And then like at the end of the year, when we were sort of allowed to start like going out to places, but like with masks on, obviously, we actually at the end went out to get ice cream. So that was really fun.
I've always liked science stuff before MESA, and I just feel like it really helped to, I don't know what's the right word, kind of like bring it up more, and it gave more resources to actually be able to do stuff like with the microbit. Definitely kind of opened up my mind to more ideas, and it's kind of helping me see more stuff in like science and math. And I feel like it just kind of made school a bit easier.
There's just so much. I think it really helped me gain confidence in like public speaking skills. The engineering design process is a huge part of it, and we're actually using that in physics this year. And so it's just kind of interesting to draw these connections, just be like, oh, I learned that in MESA. And I think it really kind of just prepares you for all aspects of life. Like the skills you learn, like these presentations and all these things, it's things that you're going to use in the workforce and that you use every day in school. And I just think it also helped me feel more empowered as a woman and to realize that there are opportunities out there and that there are women in the STEM world. It just sort of helped me keep me grounded. Um, there was so much going on, but it still kind of created a community, and it kind of showed that even as the world was changing, we're going to be able to adapt and change with it. And just sort of the whole process of like meeting these people, and they were strangers to me at the beginning, but just connecting through them through the engineering. MESA is fostering a community, but it still celebrates individuality. And I think it's a lot more accessible for people to know, okay, I can make this and I can make whatever I want to, and let them use their creativity and kind of incorporate a more STEAM aspect instead of STEM. And so I hope that continues, because I think as we're still doing virtual things, that will be a lot easier. But it sounds really cheesy, but like sometimes I feel like the E stands for everyone in MESA, because like it just, there's such a community there, and everyone loves different things in it. Like some people love the art part, and some people really like presenting. And so attempt to find people that are different from you, because I think the most useful part is just these different perspectives you're going to get.